Let's begin, though, with KATU's Joe Douglas live in downtown Portland. And, Joe, this horrible crime in Orlando is reigniting the debate over gun control in Oregon, with one LGBTQ group calling for the protection of gun rights.
Steve, the group is called Pink Pistols International. This is one of their symbols, a pink triangle that says armed gays don't get bashed. Now, that group is calling for people to kind of pump the brakes on calls for more gun control here in Oregon. Meanwhile, gun control advocates are calling for just the opposite.
And I hope that people are cognizant that they need to be careful.
Gwen Patton is the spokesperson for Pink Pistols International, which has chapters in cities throughout the U.S., including Portland. The LGBTQ pro-gun rights group makes its views very clear in this meme, inviting bullies to pick on someone your own caliber.
There is a threat. The event on Sunday proves that there was one, and there could be again. So we have to be vigilant.
Patton says the fact that Orlando attacker Omar Mateen used guns like these, an AR-type rifle and a 9mm pistol, is irrelevant. She says they're just tools.
He might have walked in wearing a suicide vest. He might have walked in with a pressure cooker bomb. The problem was a human being had so much hate and rage in him that he decided to commit a heinous act.
But Penny Okamoto disagrees.
Orlando is just, it's like a sucker punch right to the gut.
She's the leader of a group called Ceasefire Oregon, which has lobbied for tougher gun laws in the state for more than 15 years.
Okay, if the gun is just a tool, let's make that tool safer. Let's make sure we've got chamber-loaded indicators on that. Let's make sure we've got magazine disconnect mechanisms. And let's get rid of the assault weapons, because those are not safe weapons.
Okamoto also wants Oregon to put in place an assault weapons ban and something called an extreme risk protective order.
It allows an avenue, a way for people to have guns temporarily removed from people who could become violent and hurt themselves or others.
But Patton fears it's a slippery slope.
And if they ban this type of gun, then next month it'll be another kind of gun, and then eventually they'll be saying, Mr. and Mrs. America, turn them all in. Now, putting these restrictions on the law-abiding is like punishing the hens because the fox got in and ate one of them.
We have to think about ways to prevent gun violence. That's really what we're taking a look at.
Governor Kate Brown sent us a statement saying, in part, I call upon us as a state to move beyond the political debate about gun control and instead bring responsible gun owners and community advocates together to find solutions. Working together, we will develop legislation for the 2017 session and explore what might be achieved using my executive authority. Reporting live in downtown Portland, Joe Douglas, KATU News.
All right, Joe.